Today is day 28 and it's a rest day here in Washington, DC. Don't have anything really to show you today besides the plan going forward. So the question was whether Washington DC is the end of my bike tour or if I continue on. Initially I thought about riding my bike down south, and I did get a couple of suggestions about going again up on the CNO and do ride down in the Appalachian, kind of a gravel ride. But that's not really what I'm feeling. This also, the Blue Ridge was recommended and some others, but I didn't really want to ride gravel. I kind of haven't had enough gravel already from the CNO and just wanted to see a little bit more scenery, have towns and stuff like that, and not be quite as remote for the next few days. That's the same with the Blue Ridge Drive. That's a narrow road in a park. There's no support, a lot of up and down, and also the Blue Ridge is quite a bit further south, so it doesn't directly connect to Washington. I haven't heard too much about great rides going down south. Going north, it's a little bit more possible. And one thing that kind of always interested me a little bit is just to continue on going to the Atlantic, to the beach. I'm not totally sure what it is like on the beach or riding in this area. The one big problem is once you go to the Bay Bridges, this bridge, I think also the bridge down there, you're not allowed to ride your bike on. So that was a big handicap. I did find a warm shower now that will support me getting across, a warm shower hose that will help me get across the bridge by shuttling me across it. But that won't happen until Saturday, so I have a few more rest days here in Washington DC, and I took up on his offer to shuttle me across the bridge. So what that now means is from Washington I go down here across the bridge, then I ride over to Lewis, take the ferry over to Cape May, and then ride up north to New York City. And again, I'm taking one of the ferries from here into New York City. Specifically, the ride will look something like this here. In Washington, I'm gonna go on the river trail here a little bit. That's a lot of road. There's a little bit of trail, and then this is also all road going over to the bridge and getting my ride. Day 2, somewhere there, I'm not totally sure where, but I'm gonna end up here at a state park, a campground to overnight, since going directly to Lewis is a little bit far. On day 3 I could stay here at the park, or I could get a hotel or some kind of an accommodation over in Wildwood. Camping there won't be possible, so that's something to determine. On day 4 then I'm riding up to a state forest campground right here, and then on day 5, that's a little bit tough. There's a state forest that I could go to. Would be a short ride. It also takes me far away from the ocean. There are nicer routes, because once I do day 6 up to the ferry, then I would just be always inland somewhere. And I'm really wondering if I can't go along this beach here. So I'm going to look a little bit more as I get into this ride if I cannot find an alternative site somewhere here, a hotel or warm shower hose or something to stay overnight in the, not up there, but would be more like down here. In the hopes to stay on the shore. Once I'm in New York City, I have there a host that I had, not from warm showers, but from a different site that was riding a ragby this summer, and he stayed with me and invited me to come by New York. So I'll be visiting him. And after that, I'll have to decide what I do next. I'm kind of feeling that I will be heading home at that point. There might be a slight chance that I do more, but I think I'm leaning toward probably renting a car also and then making the trip home, carrying my bike in the rental car home. So that's all I have to share for today, and we'll see you Saturday on the road. I might have a couple of more videos about me goofing around here in Washington, D.C. Till next time, like and subscribe.